Hi, everybody. This is Mahyar with some pottery for you. So, I thought this might be a good chance to get into throwing tall vases again. I found a chunk of clay just sitting there in my bag after I had bought a couple of boxes, and I thought, well, let me just try. And try, dusting off some of the rust first. And here I am trying an accordion shape that I had been doing before, but with just one ripple instead of multiple. And you could see me trying to clean up the edge at the bottom uh, because I have very little faith in my trimming skills, and I guess it probably doesn't help if I'm not practicing it. But I was happy with that first one. Here's a second one, and I'm trying to go even taller. So if I was more skilled, I probably would have been able to pull it as tall as my head, but I'm happy with how far I made it. So here I'm trying to open up the pot. I take a little break, come back, and I check how deep it was with a pin tool, using a sponge to help keep the walls moist as I pull up. And there I am collaring to straighten the wall so it doesn't get too unstable. Again, just collaring there. And then I'm using a rib to clean up the edges, and then some more pulling here. At one point, this one did get a bit unstable. I thought, oh Jesus, I'm probably gonna have to scrap this one. I for sure should have not thrown it on a square ceramic bat to begin with, because it was quite difficult to get off of the wheel head. I should have just maybe thrown it on a bigger bat that doesn't have a tile system. But anyways, here I am with the one flare out instead of the multiple. And I thought, I kind of miss I miss the finger marks on the edge of vases after using rib to sort of straighten the walls. So I just added them, smoothed them out. And yeah, you could see in the background there, it's a little choppy because I'm editing this on my phone, but in the background, let me zoom in, and you can see some horns that I was trying to make. So in this next little piece, I show you how I start to make horns for it. It did not go well. I did this after I had thrown the vases. Huge mistake. So I know now, going forward, that I'll do the horns beforehand and then try to attach them to the vases later. But here I am trying to make some deer horns. I got the little bits that are closer to the head on, and I was happy with those pieces, honestly. I think my issue with the rest of it was that the other horns did not flare out at the bottom enough to where they attached to the bigger pieces. So it looked like maybe some sticks tied together. They looked very frail. They didn't look as majestic as I was hoping they'd be. But you know what? That's what this all is. Every time you do something, you learn a little bit more and you can improve next time. So that's what I'll do next time. Is I'll make sure I get the horns exactly as I like them and make sure they're good to go before I start throwing, because they'll take a while to dry out to the hardness that they can support their weight. And here I am destroying them because I didn't like them. So balling them up and trying to squish them together will it's actually probably a bad idea, because I'll probably have air pockets in there, but it's really fun to do, so I did it. And it'll go into my reclaim pile after. Okay, and here is the first pot I had thrown. And if you just wiggle it like this, you can kind of get a sense for its weight distribution. Here's the inside. You can tell a little bit just by looking at the bottom of the inside. The weight curves down to the floor of the pot. And just by wiggling that, there is quite a bit of clay right around here. So I probably should have trimmed it, but it's bone dry now, so nothing I could do there. Here's the second pot I had thrown. This was previously my tallest pot. Also bone dry, but this is now the tallest, biggest and widest. So that's what it looks like on the inside. It's not too bad. And here's one that I had done with beautiful horns that I tripped and over it and made it fall and broke, but I'll still fire it and maybe just paint some gold on the tips where it broke off and call it a day. Well, thanks for joining me. This was a lot of fun to show you guys, and hopefully I'll make some more soon.